Welcome back. This is Drew Erickson back again talking about money, not math. I'm talking to Kelsey Brateng. Did I say that right?
Brateng.
Brateng. I knew I was going to get it wrong, but it's okay. So,
That's all right.
and Kristine Oslund.
Yep.
All right, awesome.
One,
They
two.
are sisters from this area.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Thief?
Yep.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Thief River Falls, and now still live in the area, generally speaking, close enough.
Mm-hmm.
And they are growing a business together called Kindred North Connection. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so before we get into the business side of things, I want to give everyone an opportunity to get to know them a little bit. So can you guys tell me a little bit about yourselves, family, what do you like to do for fun, things like that?
Yeah, I'm a mother to 4 kiddos, and I've been married to my husband Kelly for 15 years. Shoot, do the math.
We'll just assume you're right.
Right, 15 years. That sounds good. Yeah, and I have been a professional photographer in the area for the last 14 plus years. Yeah, and I am busy, running kids. I also teach art classes at the youth center in town here, and I also work with the Minnesota Arts Council. So
Wow, that's
Wear lots of
impressive.
hats.
Yeah, very busy, very busy. And how about you, Kristine?
So I was born and raised here in Thief River. It was 2010. I moved up to Roseau. I met a guy. He's a farmer. We've been married for 7 years, and we have 2 kids. They're 5 and 3. So I keep busy with them. I work full time at the courthouse, and I'm also going to school for business management. So that keeps me busy. I'm also part of like the Women of Today, up there. We, volunteer our time.
Okay.
We help with just events to get people together and stuff like that. So, what else? That's about all I got.
Okay, so the more and more I learn about them, the busier they sound. I don't know how you guys juggle it all, but I'm impressed. So obviously that just goes to show that it takes focus and hard work to be successful. So besides like the 19 things you guys just listed that you do for others, what do you guys like to do for fun?
Oh gosh. Lots of stuff. I love to do CrossFit. Became a passion of mine 3 years ago. I love to play softball. I love art, anything art. I do try and practice my art skills. I try every day, but it doesn't quite happen. But yeah, teaching art. I found a passion for teaching, which I never thought I would ever do.
Cool.
But I love it. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, teaching is kind of like in the same vein as serving, and it sounds like you do a lot of things for
Yes.
other people. So it kind of makes sense from my
Kinda makes
perspective.
sense, yes.
But very cool. How about you, Kristen?
So for fun, like in the summers, we like to go kayaking. There's Hayes State Park, so we can go kayaking up there. We like to take the kids and go to that. And then I work out. That's kind of my me time. I like to. We have like a little home gym, and so I get up really early in the morning and I work out. It's just my me time. And then what else? And, we do some snowmobiling here and there. More so Mark and the kids. I don't know.
That's your me time when they leave.
Right. That's their time, and then my me time's at home. So, yeah, I love personal development. So, I love reading books and things like that. So
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
good for you. You guys have both successfully found healthy habits
Yeah.
to
Yes.
fill your time. Not everyone is successful at doing that. So,
It's a challenge.
with all the things that you guys do, and for anyone who doesn't know, Kristen's from about Roseau in that area,
Yeah.
and that's about an hour from Thief River Falls.
Yep.
So, around here, that's a little bit of a drive if you live anywhere in a city. Like when I lived in Minneapolis, it took me an hour to get to and from work, which
Yeah.
was like 10 miles away. So you can look at that however you want.
Yeah.
You know when you live in a city or in a small town based off of how you measure time
Wow.
or miles.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, I understand it.
Yeah,
I just-
it's crazy.
Yeah, when I first moved to school, or when I moved down to the cities, I asked how far something was, and they'd give me a time response. I was like, well, how far? Like, well, it depends.
You
on the
can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
There's a traffic.
Yeah.
Depends on the
Like,
time
well,
of day.
our transition or our translation is 1 mile per minute.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Not
Yeah.
in cities.
Yeah. I wouldn't get anywhere in time.
Yeah,
I still don't.
it's crazy how much it matters and how much time you save by not living in big cities. Well,
Yeah.
now that I don't anymore, so it's
Right.
nice. So, as far as Kindred North Connection, can you guys tell us a little bit more about that specifically? As far as what is it as far as a business? What are you guys trying to achieve to provide value for your clients?
Yeah, I kind of, I hadn't intended on going that route. It just kind of fell in my lap, and I ended up loving the commercial side of photography, and then I kind of got into, creating content, and then having conversations with small business owners and seeing a need. Like, I didn't realize how much people were struggling with different aspects of social media, just having a website. I had people coming up to me asking me if I could make them a website or, take photos and create content. So I started doing that a couple years ago, and so we're just hoping to grow that and provide a service that we see a need for in this area. I think a lot of small business owners, I think they either don't have time or they're kind of scared of it. I mean, it's a lot to know, and it's a lot to learn. And so yeah, we just saw a need, and we'd like to provide a service to these business owners. I mean, as a business owner myself, I understand like how time consuming it is, and I sometimes don't have time to post on my socials, so I totally get it.
So your goal is to basically, is it to build a website and then say, here you go, this is how it works, or is it like an ongoing service where once per day or once per week, once per month, whatever your agreement is, you're going to run a company's online marketing? Is that?
Yep, so basically we'll manage it and put that content out there, and also do stats, like how is this going, like, the analytics part of it, where business owners probably don't understand that. And that's where we come in and be like, okay, we see this working, or we don't see, this isn't working. What can we do? And explain it to them, and that's the thing we would provide is like one-on-one, like reporting, like this is what's going well, this is not going well. What can we do better?
And also creating like a social media content calendar where keeping up with things that they like to highlight, whatever is going on in their business. And creating that content for them that they don't have time to do. So
okay, that makes complete sense, because I know, I think this can go for any situation, but from my experiences, even if they could figure it out, because a lot of business owners are very intelligent people, do they really want to take the time to do it? Right?
That's the number one thing, yeah.
What are you going to trade off to do it yourself? Are you going to trade off working hours where you make money? Are you going to trade off family hours where you want to spend time with your family?
Exactly.
What's the trade-off? Or is it worth it to pay someone like you guys,
to outsource
ladies,
it.
to do it all for you when you're already good at it? Is that kind of the value that you're trying to essentially fill?
Because they want to outsource that, and I think they would feel much better someone just doing it that they can do it, and that's where we come in.
That has the knowledge and to create content and stuff. I mean, they're busy running their business. Like, it's just another added thing
on their plate.
They do, yeah.
So
we get it.
And from a consumer standpoint, on a New Year's Eve, for example, if I'm looking for something to do, it would be a lot easier if it was all out there more, so I didn't have to go try to find a newspaper to figure out what was listed for the upcoming week.
And if you look at the statistics, it's crazy how many people are on social media or on their phones. I mean, I drew up a stat, and I don't have it on me, but it is crazy, especially the demographics of it. Even the 50-year-olds, even like the baby boomers are on social media.
Well, I think anyone under 25 is leaving Facebook because the over 55s are coming onto it. So it's kind of funny how you can balance like the demographics of Instagram, Facebook, all these different areas, which is one more layer that you guys focus on that maybe I or someone else that does their own marketing wouldn't want to. Yeah, it's very fascinating, because I know that even for me personally, I don't want to speak for everyone, but if I am watching like a sports event on live, a commercial comes up, I don't watch the commercial. I pull up my phone.
Pull up your phone, that's
right. So for a business owner, how do you integrate your marketing while people are pulling up their phones? Is kind of the way what I'm hearing, I guess, if that's okay with you guys. So,
absolutely.
I have to ask, how is it working together as siblings? had to be a little bit of a learning curve, or if you guys
It
have
is,
always
like,
been
with the
working
distance.
together.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've talked for years about doing something together.
We've all, like ever
For,
since
like, 10
she
years.
started college, we're always like, throwing around
This,
ideas and
And then it just kind of fell into place, like the signs. But with the distance, I mean, we're both busy, we're very, I don't know, we understand.
we're a lot alike.
We're so much alike.
Even though I'm much older.
It's kind of scary. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll call each other like, I was just going to call you.
Right.
So we work really well, and I don't, some people will say don't ever go into business with family, but I really, it's been going really great.
Good for you.
Yeah, we understand we have busy lives,
Mhm.
and we know that, I mean, nothing can really break us down. So
Yeah.
we're pretty solid. So
Good for you guys. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, when I learned you guys were sisters, I was thinking to myself, I have a sister and a brother, and I was thinking, I wonder if we would work well together. We get along great. We
Right.
really do. But there's a difference between working together and
Yeah.
loving each other.
Right.
Right?
And there's
So
things like
I
she
really
brings to
love
the table that I'm like, you have strength in that, I do not, and there's things that I can bring to the table, and so we kind of we really balance each other out. So